The Nebraska Republican Party. Many candidates all working for a better America. Mitt Romney is running for president and Lee Terry is running for U.S. Congress. I helped campaign for Deb Fischer, who is running for U.S. Senate. Deb Fischer is a rancher, mother, and leader. She's lived in Nebraska as a rancher, so she knows our state well. She's a mother concerned for her children's education and a leader that will help guide our country to a better place for generations to come. For the Deb Fischer campaign, I called around to locals to see how they would vote. Now, this isn't your average will you vote for Deb Fischer call. I had a script that said that I was a volunteer and needed just 15 seconds of their time. I had 4 questions to ask, and only one of them had Deb Fischer's name in them. I asked if they approved of Obama. I asked who they would vote for president this upcoming election. I asked who they would vote for Senate, and then who they would vote for Congress. I got to press all these cool little buttons on the phones to get the answers of the people who we called. This was really interesting and fun. The hard part about calling people was getting them to stay on the phone. I found the friendlier you sound, the longer they stay on. It was also hard not to laugh, seeing as I was in a room with so many funny people. I met some really neat people during my time volunteering. First, I met Zach. Zach is a sophomore out of school in Bellevue. He wants to go into the military, particularly the Air Force. He was super quiet at first, but like many of the people that I called, once you asked him a question about politics, he opened right up. I met the headbanging twins as well. I know they're not really twins, but I can't remember their names. I do remember that they were super nice and really loud. They would call 2 phones at a time, which was quite impressive. When I first started this project, I didn't really know who I was going to campaign for, but I knew that Deb Fischer held some of the same views as me, such as pro-life. When her campaign manager got back to me right away, I knew that it was meant to be. I must admit that I wasn't a fan of Deb Fischer when I first saw her name on the list of people to choose from, but I emailed her campaign manager anyways, hoping a new experience would do me good. As the day to volunteer approached, I started researching her more. I found that she is not just pro-life, but she's also a supporter of not only clean energy, but energy from our own country. I found that she supported small businesses, which are important to our economy because they help create jobs. I also liked that she stated that federal spending did not mean economic growth. Our government is spending so much money every day, and yet our economy is still really bad. Deb Fischer wants to help with these serious problems. She also wants to promote state funding and tax aids to help make colleges more affordable. I think that this is super important because college is expensive and everyone could use a little help sometimes. I gained more respect for Deb Fischer. Even though I'm not a huge fan of politics, I think that she at least tries to play fair. I like that she doesn't lash out or lie in anything she says in her ads. I would definitely volunteer for her again. I learned a lot about campaigning and how the process works. I found it quite interesting, complex, and honestly stressful. It may not have been chaotic when I was working, but I heard some of the stories and saw the paper aftermath of all that had gone on in the days before. If I had to volunteer again, I would be willing to, but I don't see myself volunteering for just anyone anytime soon. Deb Fischer has a good grasp of what Nebraska wants and needs. I think that is what made campaigning for her so easy and fun. For her, I'd campaign again, but definitely not for just anybody.